Shop Amazon for last minute gifts. Great deals for everyone on your list. Gifts for mom and gifts for dad. Even for your sister and your brother Chad. Ah shoot, we didn't realize we were supposed to get a gift for our dog walker guy. We almost forgot about our dentist Dr. Kerr. We didn't expect to get a gift from her. Or our cousin, I forget his name. He got us something nice, better reciprocate. For last minute deals on gifts for people you forgot. Get fast and free shipping at Amazon.
Everyone deserves a chance in the driver's seat. For GM and Revolt, that means leading the way on the road to an all-electric future and envisioning a world with zero crashes, zero tailpipe emissions, and zero congestion. GM's committed to making EVs accessible for everybody. That means you too. So what are you waiting for? GM's got the keys. You grab the wheel. Learn more about an all-electric future and the 000 initiative at gm.com. GM, everybody in.
So on this episode of the Carefree Black Girl podcast, we talk about the most fabulous royal wedding. We shout out the 3 young black girls who were competing for the trip to NASA. I give my own personal Fenty Savage review. Get into that. And we had this dope conversation about, is it possible to find love while being abstinent? Stay tuned.
Something must be really wrong with you. Why can't you just tell the fucking truth now? Yes, your mama did, she raised a fool, wow. What the fuck did you learn in that schoolhouse? To chasing thrills, taking pills in the hills, lost in hills, over hills might get you killed. Now walk around and pass no more. Do not run your mouth no more. I can't protect you no more.
Hey listeners, do you want to learn about a new product? Studio Headphones. Studio is revolutionizing the way people see headphones as not just a tech device, but also an accessory. Use promo code CareFree for 15% off of any purchase. One of the latest products that Studio has is the Regent, a premium on-ear model. These headphones have 24 hours of active battery life, 20 days of standby life. The Regent is the perfect companion for you at home or on the go. So if you're looking for some new headphones to listen to some good music and of course us, you can use our Carefree Black Girl promo code CAREFREE to get 50% off on any product. Studio headphones ship worldwide.
You are now tuned into the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree black and girl. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
What's up?
It's your girl. How you be like, it's your girl, Daaj?
I
was waiting for that.
Oh, no. Usually rest or,
Oh, really? Yeah, that's true. It's your girl, Rez. Hey, y'all.
It's Ivy.
It's your Duchess of Brooklyn, Daaj.
All right.
I like that.
I like
That's
that
really
too.
nice, though.
Duchess of Brooklyn. Wow.
So, where's the prince?
So I'm basically I don't have my tiara on today because I'm still available. So I was reading that when the royal women or whatever, they go to events, they always have to wear a hat or like a headpiece, and then after a certain hour they have to put on a tiara, and that means they're off the market. So the women who don't have on the tiara, they're still, you know what I mean, they can be courted. So you see me out here with my fro and no tiara. So
I like that.
That's nice.
any princes out there,
They listening.
they are listening.
They really are. They're the smart ones.
Any princes out there, follow my Instagram at Dajrian. Like my pictures, comment, let me know
Become
the
the
things
Dutch
you like.
of Brooklyn.
Yes, exactly.
Just come correct.
No
okay?
Bronx, no.
All right,
I'm
relax.
just playing.
Just come correct. Don't be sliding
Yes.
into DMs and sending pictures we don't want to see.
Exactly. But so speaking of the royal wedding, did y'all watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I watched all the recaps. I thought it was really beautiful. Even her dress, it was just kind of. Are we getting it? Is she gonna be? Yeah, she's definitely our carefree black girl moment. Right?
Definitely.
Yes,
I Care Free Black Girl on my
definitely.
list.
And it was just kind of annoying me how people were getting on her about the dress. Like, do you guys not, like, what did you want her to wear? I thought her dress was beautiful. I love the train.
Exactly.
I didn't hear any
The comments, there were comments, like Shade Room, because that's where I was at. There was people saying, like, oh, like, what kind of dress is this? Basically wanted her in one of them slinky prom dresses.
Right, people what they thought she was about to wear Fashion Nova to the wedding.
Okay.
Basically, people that
Which
aren't
is not a
fans
problem,
of
'cause I know.
royal weddings that don't know there's rules.
Right.
They
it's
have
rules.
to follow, and elegance and poise. That's they have to be that way.
Right.
I heard that the rules were a little bit relaxed because Harry's like 6th in line, so he's like never really gonna be king. Like he's behind his
brother.
I think even the kids. Maybe I don't know.
Oh wow.
Let me see. He's behind his brother for sure though.
But,
He is
and
behind
and
his daddy.
And his brother's kids, you were saying?
I think, why is he 6? You know what I'm saying? Who else?
Oh, wow.
I saw the graph because I tried to watch it on Hulu. I was doing laundry the morning of. So I was like picking up what was on TV. And the saddest thing is, I'm running around. I've been running around for the last 2 days. And my homegirl from Miami called me, my bestie, I love her. And she was like, yeah, they had a black choir.
They did a black
I
gospel
see that
choir.
on TV.
Yes,
I wish I would have got to watch the whole thing,
and
but I just saw.
I saw
recaps
recaps
too,
on TV.
yeah.
It wasn't the full show. I'm letting you guys know. It was like the recaps right before they started riding around the city and getting it. You feel me? Like they was right around to get it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. The long walk or whatever. I never saw any clips that went back to like, oh, inside the chapel, this is what happened, or inside.
Right. I mean.
And they sung "Stand By Me."
Yes,
and it was really, and it was a black choir led by like a black woman, and
that's who I am. I am that choir director because sis
that choir director was going
serving. She said, she moved them hands out. When I finally saw them clips, I was like, why? I was doing laundry at 8:00 in the morning, and I did not see one clip of it. I'm like, this is me. Yeah. Everybody in the choir had natural hair. The only thing was silky soft was the choir director ponytail. I was like, damn,
I love
this
it.
is it.
And do y'all think that had something to do with Meghan?
Of course,
because she chose the man. Was he the one who conducted their
wedding? No.
Okay, he just did the sermon.
Yeah,
but I heard, I don't know his exact name right now, but I heard like she handpicked him.
Yeah,
he definitely let her do her thing.
They called
not only Harry, because how much control? Oh, hold on, let me not cut you off.
No, they called the guy that the guy that was giving the sermon, the pastor, the most preachiest. Like, because he really was going in. I don't know if I saw those clips, but he, like, if they started showing the faces, like, people in the crowd were, like, a little confused. I guess they never really been to a black church.
Right.
So it's kind of like,
it was a picture of David Beckham, and they was like, he was the only one that was, like, in the audience, like, like, smiling and stuff. I'm like, yeah, shout out to David Beckham.
I was going to say something, but I feel like his wife has this resting bitch face. That
I love her, but she's
always had
from day one. She's always been posh spice. So that's
I love her. She never grew out of it.
Oh, that was always me.
Her dress was beautiful, girl. By the way,
with them shoes.
With them shoes, and I really liked. I like seeing buttons. I'm a very 80s person, so I love seeing like the very kind of like retro dresses that I saw.
Victoria is always a slay.
Yeah, but I just wanted her to smile.
How did y'all feel about Meghan? I mean, how did y'all feel about Meghan's wedding dress, though?
So I personally liked it. Like, I could understand why someone was like, it's super boring.
It bored me. I ain't gonna lie.
But at the same, it was kind of boring, and even
because you can do elegant and still give, you know what I mean?
But it's still rules.
Of course,
you get what I'm saying? So that's what I took into consideration. Like, listen, this ain't no regular wedding. Right. You get what I'm saying? This is the royal wedding. However, like her come on, Princess Diana giving sleeves and trains.
Yeah,
but that's
even
Princess Diana.
Kate gave lace. It was, she looked beautiful. She looked super classy, but you know,
I feel like it was one of those things she had to bend on. Like,
I'll say,
she got the choir, she got the preachy preach. So it's like she just kind of had to just, you know what?
Wear this usher cloth. Yeah,
and
not usher cloth. Jesus.
At least she came back though.
Yeah, with
for
that
the
white,
reception
with the
look.
reception.
So Givenchy designed her
wedding dress as well.
Yes, her dress was by Givenchy, new creative director, and her reception look was by Stella McCartney, which I freaking love Stella McCartney for one because I'd met her before. She's awesome, and that's so iconic for Stella for one to be dressing the new Duchess, you know what I mean, for her reception. And that dress was so classic. It was beautiful. It fit her perfect. It wasn't too tight. That dress was everything. That was a look. It wouldn't be us, I don't think, trying to recreate that look, but I could just imagine all the like 30-year-old women and like, you know, middle, those type of women trying to like looking for that dress.
I don't know. Two things. Well, a couple things. Her dress to me, I feel like was probably what she wanted. This is her second wedding. How do you not know that she wanted to go? She didn't want to go all glam. I don't even think sis had makeup on except her eyeliner and mascara.
Her second dress wasn't. There was nothing extra to that at all.
Either. I think
you know
she's
a
simple person personally. Right. Two, did not know who Stella McCartney
she's a designer.
Was until this show, until this wedding. I think she made Oprah's dress too, which
I wasn't feeling Oprah. I don't know.
But she had some issues.
I wasn't feeling Serena either.
No, Serena was me at the wedding. Serena was me
like
with
Serena.
the braids.
Her hair was me.
Yeah. I like the braids. I didn't really care for the outfit.
And shout out to all the posts I see on social media, like, oh, if your employer feels some type of way about your hair, your braids, your cornrows, show them this picture of Serena and let them know that she was able to be by royalty.
When I was taking my braids out, I was talking about sister. No, and here go my gay manager sister, new growth. I'm like, I'm gonna take him out.
Who is he? Black?
Yeah. So at least we got that type of relationship.
I like to see my new growth. I refuse. Like, I think I got at least 2 or 3 more weeks with these braids. My goal is to braid my hair green after that. But it's been in for a minute.
Girl,
it gives me peace of mind.
I freaking took out my braids. So any of y'all that listening and y'all see my selfie with that blonde hair, I was taking out my braids and I stopped at the roots and I didn't like take the weave out. I was like, I want to see how this blonde look like and some curly hair. Girl, because the roots was the braid. What you mean? And under all of that top layer of curly hair, I still had all them braids. That was an illusion. I'm good on those illusions. That was an illusion.
It's a Virgo thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, shout out to Megan.
Shout out to Megan.
Congratulations to her and Harry. Super cute. I just can't wait to get married. I just love weddings. I just love anything.
So I have some fun facts about Rachel.
Rachel.
I mean, oh my gosh, Megan. So that could be the first one. Her real name is not Megan. Her real name is Rachel.
Oh wow.
Her name is Rachel Meghan Markle.
I'm happy that she used a middle name because
Meghan Markle.
It holds yourself back because she's public. She's a public figure officially.
Has a ring to it. So being that she was an actress, I actually didn't know her as an actress before, but I don't watch TV. So she was a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal.
Right.
How cool is that?
I read that.
You did?
Yeah.
She went to an all-girl Catholic school. And then another thing that I want to kind of touch on, because I don't know, have y'all heard people saying that, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like Black Twitter, but how they've kind of just been like, have y'all seen anybody trying to take away her blackness from her because she may not be your typical Black girl?
I heard.
I mean, I definitely see the disconnect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when I saw her,
where do you see the disconnect?
So I see the disconnect as far as people not really.
Because she didn't grow up like us. She went to the Catholic school.
Well, right. So
and then who is us? That was the second thing I wanted to define.
Well,
you got to work on that.
Us as Black girls.
I
know a lot of Black girls who went to Catholic schools.
Not us as Black girls.
What?
Us as Daaj
and Ivy.
Yes.
Yes. Progress, people. progress.
Yes.
Yes, because I don't want to hear, because Catholic, I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I'm black and I went to Catholic school. I know a lot.
You know what?
Right.
I was the only black girl in my classes. I think I went to the best school in New York State. I thank God for that experience in my mom, but I lived in the hood the whole time. I was in a program called Urban Suburban. And so from second grade was my last year in city school. So that's where my education comes from, because I am not college educated. But that school just had like a lot of college courses and college curriculum. So second grade was my last year in city schools. Urban Suburban, you live in the urban, but you go to school in the suburbs. So it's like something that you have to be accepted
I thought
into.
that was a cute ring to Urban Suburban.
Yeah,
Right.
Urban Suburban. So I was in that program. So I was the only black girl, but y'all, it was so funny growing up, because I used to like, I used to be mad at my mom, and I used to just be like, put me in the school with people like me. Like, it was hard. I remember the first day of my third grade year, I had a big old cotton ball poof on top of my head, and I was just sitting in class. Y'all, I was dead.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into, or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
Sitting like this, like, just mad. Like, I was sitting with my legs open, slouched back in a chair, just mad, because I'm used to, my peoples in school 1 block away, walking to school. Now I gotta freaking take a hour and a half bus ride out here. It was just a lot, and I dealt with racism that early. Them kids and not having nobody to sit at lunch with.
And so
and
did she, going to a Catholic school.
So,
or
so
most
I guess
likely
I
she
agree.
did. I'm not going to put that
Right.
on her, but I strongly believe she wasn't at a school with much people that looked like her. And I feel like sometimes that's one of the best black, not personal opinion of Rez, that's one of the best black experiences, because you grow up and see how different you are. It hurts.
Right.
I also went to magnet programs that took me away from my community. I grew up in Little Haiti, went to school in South Miami, and I was begging my parents to take me out.
But it was good. You said the best of both worlds, and that's what I appreciate.
You
And now,
do.
if we would have moved out there, I would have just been one of them.
That's how I
was
felt
able
when
to
my
come
mother
home and
uprooted
still
me and took me to damn Boca.
Yeah.
Like, Boca, not even Miami. I was in Boca Raton,
was.
where people
Trump
go
is.
where people go to retire. Like, literally 80, 90-year-olds is riding around in Lambos. Like,
Yeah.
that's really what Boca was. And it's like, I'm so used to being in being able to walk to the store, and you telling me that at 9:00 my mother was on something like, well, I either gotta come get you now or you gotta find a ride home. Where in New York it's like, you don't have to come
get myself home. I'll be there.
So
sis.
I mean, but I do agree. It was really a good experience going to school outside of New York, because
it was a great
in
experience.
Florida it's like, I swear it was like a different world. They had like 8 buildings. Like, it took me a while from one class to get to another building, but I enjoyed
Especially
it.
high school,
right? Where in New York, I was in a charter school, so I went from Catholic school to charter school, and we had 1 floor. Like, the school, we was the first class, like, ever. Like, it was a new school in the charter school. So I was so used to just me and my little 30 classmates, like, or like, maybe 50 the most. I done been with them from 5th grade up to 10th. And now I go to this big old school in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm from New York City. These white kids, they don't know nothing about no Uggs down there. I'm come from like winter.
They wear Uggs regardless. They'll be like, it's not Ugg season in South Florida.
You know what I'm
it really
saying?
never
So,
is. for that.
But I really like got a chance to really experience like pep rallies and like track meets and and it was really lit. So I do appreciate that now that I'm older.
Me too. Now that I'm older, I appreciate the education, all those experiences. But I am thankful though that I still lived in the hood the whole time. Right. I am thankful for that. I think I need the best of both worlds. I even think about it when I have my kids because I know that I'm not raising my kid. My mother did a damn good job, but I know that I'm not living in the same area that I grew up in. And I always do think about how am I gonna still connect my kids to that. Not that you want your kids to know the street life, right? But
you want them to be well-rounded.
Yeah, you want them to be well-rounded, exactly. So because even I know even like Jay-Z, you know what I mean? He got boys and he probably thinking like, dang, and he's a very well-rounded man and just thinking like, dang, like, I'm going to send you to your aunts on the weekends. Like,
I have the sickest desire. I don't know who I have to talk to at Parkwood or whoever else, management service, but I want to see Jay-Z and his family do a photo shoot on the Jay-Z train, like on the platform where it says Jay-Z. Oh, that's what's up. I would love. It would not happen until like 5 or 6 years ago because it has to happen like in the middle. In the future because it's gonna be something that has to happen like in the middle of the fucking night, you know, where no one's around. But I just really want to see BJ and all three of the kids or more.
That's so funny.
On the Jay-Z platform,
just like listening to Hove. I watch Streets is Watching, which is like it's just so.
What was that?
Streets is Watching. It's the 20th anniversary. It's basically like what Dame and basically Rockefeller put out. It combined like songs from Reasonable Doubt. It was kind of like a Lemonade. You see how but actually like a storyline. So it's just crazy to see the progress of Hove from then to now. But bringing it back,
like I guess my last fact about Megan will be so to go from the disconnect because I definitely have a disconnect from her too. She don't look like me. But what I will say is that if it ain't about her being so black, I respect her as a woman. She stands up for women's rights for sure. She, at the age of 11 years old, she had wrote a letter to Procter & Gamble, saying how the commercial only showed women washing dishes. And how she was outraged, you know, basically she was a feminist at that young of an age, basically showing like how y'all only got women washing dishes in y'all commercial. So that's dope. So I'm like, okay, if anything, I don't know, sis. I ain't have tea with her yet, but I think that she probably has a really good spirit and personality. Hence, you know, she just got married to the prince. But shout out to Meghan and Harry on their new union.
Yes. Next time, invite us. Invite the Carefree Black Girls.
We gonna turn this shit out, okay?
Right? You think they did the electric slide at the reception?
Hell the fuck yeah. Right? First of all, you think Harry does not know how to do the electric slide?
You think?
Come on. You really think that man does not know how to do the electric slide? At least know how to dip and twist it back. At least know how to shuffle to the left and shuffle to the right.
Maybe.
That happened.
You think so?
Dead ass. They probably did it to the original song. They ain't do it to like what
Tastes
black
like candy.
Black people do it to so many songs.
Do it to anything. Don't write in the wobble.
They didn't wobble. They probably didn't wobble,
right.
but they electric slide. They probably did.
Yeah,
they didn't.
They didn't do the cha-cha
slide.
But they did it to it's electric. They definitely had to.
Yeah, they had to.
You know.
Yes. Speaking of the electric slide, Carefree Black Girl Festival.
Oh yes,
talk about it.
That was definitely a Carefree Black Girl moment.
First tour stop was lit, and we definitely bust out the electric slide.
We did. We double dutched. Shout out to Quanna's mama who was double dutching. Yes,
it was lit.
We
such a good time.
Had bubbles. Shout out to all the vendors who came out.
Hopscotch.
It was more than 300 people who attended.
That is really so nice. Dope. That really came out and showed out.
Yes, it was like 92 degrees.
Nobody
had on a bra. It was like nobody had on. You had on a bra,
sadly,
because you had on a t-shirt. But it was like mad girls just had on bathing suit tops, halter tops. The whole day, I'm just looking at the little spot under my boobies like, please don't get wet right there, because it was hot as hell. It was so hot.
But it was a good hot, because New York is still not there.
Exactly. So I appreciated that. I appreciated that. But it was so much love. Thank you to everybody that came out to the first tour stop on the Carefree Black Girl Festival. The next stop will be June 16th
in
Brooklyn, Prospect Park. So come out, New York City. Come meet us. Come up to us. Come give us a hug. Come put a face to these voices. And just come and have a good time. It really be great energy. And
because it is great energy. This is like the one of the few times where you could just like literally lay in the park and don't feel really white about it, you know? Like, because I be, you know, you be seeing white people on the lawn like, get up, nigga. But no, because you're like chilling, you're vibing, there's food, there's fellowship. I definitely look forward to see you guys. This is the second time, or maybe third, fourth time we've done this at Prospect Park. We normally do it.
It's like the third.
Maybe even fourth.
And you know what's
so
crazy?
Last year was fun.
I'm super excited about, you know what, and that just reminded me that I need to get more excited about this one, because this is actually going to be my first one that I'm attending in New York.
Wow.
You missed last year because you was away.
I was in Florida. So this is going to be my first New York one. So I'm ready. Like, I'm lit. Like, I don't twerk at clubs and parties no more like that, because the twerk is too real, but I definitely bust out a real twerk at the festival. They was playing dunk. I'm like, you know what? It's girls here that's turned up. You seen the one girl, she was running. She was just lit. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to get on her level. About to get on her level. Yeah, she was burning sage, surfing a stick. She was lit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to twerk.
Well, let me not. I'm not going to define it, but that is definitely a great perspective or aspect.
Chick, the Caribbean gal, she was in the middle dancing to the Afro beats. Oh, I said, oh, sis, I'm about to come break up with you. Like, it was lit. I was definitely, I was dancing like I was at home.
Shout out to all the performers who came out. Like, it was really great. You know, this is and I want to our male listeners, please note, like, we want you to come. Right, but this is really an opportunity for us to honor ourselves. So all the DJs were female, all the performers were female, and women. And all the host was a woman. So
brothers can appreciate that, though. You know,
and come with.
I was seeing tweets from guys that were just like, I was at the Carefree Black Girl Festival yesterday, and I just caught myself sitting back and just smiling, watching the black women just be able to be themselves in a space with us where, you know, we not getting judged. We like. How I bust out the twerk in the club, you know what I mean? You getting looked at different from that.
Or someone trying to pin you behind you.
Exactly. So that's why it was great to be able to just sit back and watch. And I feel like when you're in that space, they can just feel the energy that they respect you more. You know what I mean? No matter how good you looking or nothing, brothers ain't coming up bothering you. Yo, my. I think that they be there in that energy and they could really feel our power, and they just really sit back and bask and appreciate it. Like, it's dope. It's awesome.
Definitely. I just hope continue maintaining that. You know, be respectful.
New York is different.
Because New York is different, and I heard some little bit ish in when we was in Atlanta. So I just want to remind men to just keep like be respectful. Keep
calm. Keep it cute.
Yeah, keep calm. Definitely. We're all human here, and
we all sisters. We just trying to show y'all that.
And most importantly, if you got a daughter, bring your daughter out. I think that was my favorite part of Atlanta was seeing a fairly young father come out with his two daughters. You know, he bought one of them a shirt. I was like, the other one want a shirt? She not gonna want no shirt. Okay, well, one of them, she was really excited about a shirt. He had his little lawn chair out, and you know, he got her, you know, the bubbles, and he literally sat back and watched his girls just like play. So, you know, I don't know if that was like his day to have them or whatever, but I appreciate you doing your research and being like, oh, this is a great place for me to bring my daughter. So fathers, brothers, cousins, we're also reaching out to the men. Come out and bring a girl who you know is going to also enjoy this experience, and just use this as a learning tool, because we're just here to vibe.
Exactly.
Talking about young girls doing their things, right? Just to switch to this topic, the last person I feel like we should highlight on our Carefree Black Girl moment is the three girls from DC, we was talking about education too. I was like, oh, we should talk about them now.
Right.
The 3 girls from DC who entered the NASA contest, they made it to semifinals. If those who don't know the story,
Let them know what the NASA contest was.
Okay,
For a grant, for a $4,000 grant, to fund like a science project. Basically,
yes, they created a
trip to NASA and a grant. That's what the contest was.
They created a water filter. They created a water filter to remove lead from water fountains, which I think goes a long way because I'm a very green person. So that really touched my heart. We don't know the type of water we really be consuming. Ivy was just
I don't drink
loving that.
Essential.
Right, and it's so good.
She was just
I
loving.
mean, don't get me wrong.
Can we get an Essentia sponsor?
I mean, here because the thing about that water specifically, Ivy, it has alkaline in it, which is really good for people of color. So I really appreciate these 3 girls like dedicating their weekends and additional extracurricular time to working on this filter.
I love it. The new age hidden figures.
Right, really. Entering this contest, becoming semifinalists. And then next thing you know, the next round is for social.
No, sir, I was telling them they need to bring that to Flint. They need.
They could have. They really could. Listen.
I just still can't believe they don't have.
They still don't. Okay.
But this is when Black girls come in handy, and they come and save the mother freaking day.
Always.
Black girls rock.
So it just hurt me because if this can be these 3 girls can be our solution to Flint crisis, which is an ongoing crisis and has been ongoing before they understood what was going on with those. Well, they always knew before we got a whiff of the rest of the world what was going on with their pipes. So shout out to Michaela, India, and Bria, all juniors at Benjamin Banneker High School, which is another Black scientist who is like, so it's just something about STEM and people of color that I've always been proud of, emphasis why I attended at A&M University. But it was unfortunate for me to hear that to move on to the next round was supposed to be a social media contest and hackers decided to hack the contest.
Which is crazy because I voted. I definitely voted.
I saw it on your stories.
I putting it on my story because that's something that like I'm big on. You know what I mean?
This episode is brought to you by Undeniably Dairy. Dairy farmers are more than farmers. They're climate caretakers. They see water as a precious resource. Most farmers recycle water up to 4 times, from chilling the milk to irrigating their crops. And some even use technology to turn manure into renewable energy. To learn more about what dairy farmers are doing to make their farms more sustainable, visit usdairy.com.
Like us being there for each other, vote. I'm pretty sure the other people, they had great projects too, but it's like we have to support and be there for each other. So I was definitely on it, and stuff like that I love because I know that people went and voted. So I know I got them a couple votes because I know me posting it, like people was like, I did it, I voted. I'm like, yes, we about to get these girls this money, get them this trip. So yeah, continue.
And then they had to shut it down because folks hacked it, and it kind of just was like, why are you stunting on these girls' dreams? Like, you should just let it be. Like, why did you feel whoever those individuals in charge, I'm not gonna point fingers, who felt like it was necessary to organize and hack NASA out of any contest,
right?
Them, why did you feel like that was going to be a solution to whatever? Why didn't you just let it be?
Which is so crazy that people is that nasty that they can't even look at the bigger picture of, wow, they might save your kids one day from drinking some lead out the school water fountain, but because they're Black, it's like you got to be a hater.
Thank you. But another Black woman came through for these Black girls, and shout out to the mayor of DC who was like, I'm finna drop y'all these ducats anyways,
right?
Because y'all are gonna do something. DC has issues with the lead in their water fountains currently. So this is where you talk about Black women investing into themselves. So definitely that was a carefree Black girl moment.
Yeah, shout out to the girls and the mayor for giving them that money.
I
wonder, are they still going to be able to go to NASA though?
I kept on doing research to figure out what is the next round. Like, now that they have funding, will they be able to participate in the program? continue participating in the program. But I have been inconclusive on finding an answer. Listeners, if y'all know, let me know.
Social media is so crazy though, because like they, from all of this and all of the news that's still gonna go on around it, they may possibly still get to go to NASA. You know what I mean? Because social media uprising, and
you might get more money.
Yes,
that's a fact.
So that's what's
so
up.
Shout out to those 3 beautiful black smart girls,
and any girl right now who's listening who probably feels like, you know, who's probably working hard for their chemistry degree, and you feel like, because I know a lot of people want to work in entertainment and stuff like that, but these STEM fields, 1, change the world, and 2, make money. Go do you.
Just keep me focused. Just keep me focused. Hey, is it wrong with you? You want my breath, so you know I can't vote with you. So come and light it up after you roll with you. And girl, don't blow my high. Just keep me focused. Just keep me focused.
She the one I want, I'm tryna pull up on her, yeah. Her last nigga lame, I swear I got him scared. She only dry stick, thank God that your boy got good mileage. Girl, you know we grown, make sure your phone on silent. I'ma fly you coastal, this that shit you toastal. All drinks on me, pay the bar, I ain't see the total. All black be the team, we global, ayy. If you wanna roll,
you know what's crazy? Like, I feel like I just always admired like women in STEM, because like, I'm not gonna say, me and chemistry is just like, those are one of those subjects that if you didn't get it from the beginning, you was lost. And I took that 2 years straight and had to tell my guidance counselor, like, listen, I need to graduate, so what's another science you could give me? Because
environmental science.
I can't keep, I ended up doing but it was just like, you know, I never hated, because, you know, I'm not a hater, but I always admired women that can just go in these fields and go in these classes and just kind of like really do their thing and dominate. Because, I mean, I've had like, even in those, I took chemistry in Florida and chemistry in New York. And the one in Florida, they had provided me a tutor, a black girl. And it was just so dope. Like, honestly, I was more like, girl, where do you get your hair done? Because I'm from New York, and she had like this beautiful silk press. So I was more so concerned with that, like bonding, you know, black girl to black girl, because I'm from New York. I don't really know no one out here, but she still kind of just like really explained to me in the best way she could, because I still wasn't getting it. But still, I just want to tell you, if you are listening, Ivy appreciates you.
and Carefree Black Girl appreciates any black woman engineer, black woman chemist.
Yes, if y'all coming up with stuff, like, email us. We will shout y'all out.
Yes.
We will put it on our platform. So
every black woman who has a patent.
Can see. We love supporting. We do. We really do. So email us. CareFreeBlackGirlPodcast@gmail.com. Email us. Send us y'all emails. So let me tell y'all about this savage Rihanna line. Okay,
girl. All right, girl.
Yes. Now, I shouldn't have been. I ain't really.
Hold on. Let me just backtrack and say, last episode we did shout out Rihanna.
Yes.
Tell her.
No, I'm a Rihanna stan. I love Rihanna, and
won't go that far.
I'm here to support everything that she does. I always do. I love Fenty. I love her collaborations with Puma. I was super, super excited about this lingerie line. I was definitely anticipating the release of it, and when it came, so. This is a review, and now it's not the best review, but my disclaimer is, and y'all, this is Daaj, by the way, but my disclaimer is, at the end of the day, I still love Rihanna, and I still respect her as a businesswoman, and I'm not bashing her. This is just a review. It's a constructive review. So I waited 3 hours in queue to be able to even get onto the website. Like, it dropped at 12 at midnight that night, and I was on there probably in like the 20s, like 12:20 something. I didn't go right at midnight. I probably went like 12:20. So the queue be like, you got 30-minute wait, whatever. But then that 30 minutes turned into 3 hours. So I waited 3 hours. So I got on the website. I'm browsing. Okay, so there was this one robe that I decided to get. It was called the Marabou. robe.
I want to see it. Show me a picture.
I'm gonna show you guys pictures. I'm gonna show it to you on me because I took a picture. I wish I would have kept the picture. Yeah, I want to see the picture from the web. Let me show you the picture on the website. That's what I got to show you, the picture on the website. So, I got the robe. Now it said $79, right? $79 for the robe, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. And the robe was like a mesh, like a very sheer robe, and then it had feather trim all over it. And there was like a lilac purple color, and then there was a black one.
I saw those.
So I got the lilac purple one. I'm like, yo, this about to be fire. Like, I'm about to do the bomb photo shoot for Loft Life. And this, by the way, y'all follow my Instagram, Loft Life NYC. Visit the website. I do have some projects coming out. But anyways, so I'm like, yeah, this going to be a fire shoot. Show Rez.
I see it from here.
Okay.
It looked like some Lil' Kim
Yeah,
hardcore.
like,
right.
It looked fire, right? It looked fire. So I get the robe, and y'all, no lie, as soon as I take the robe out the package, feathers is flying. Oh, no. Let me back up. So I choose the robe, $79. So I go to checkout. So it's like, this is an Savage exclusive. This is a Savage exclusive item that you have to be a part of this membership to be able to purchase. So the membership is $50 annually, right? So it's $50, and it's like basically what the membership is you about to get free shipping, and you get like first dibs on stuff. Okay, whatever. So I really wanted it. That whole extra $50 was a lot, but I really wanted it, and I'm like, I'm already here. So I paid the $50. You talking about free shipping? That was the shipping. To me, that was the shipping.
Right.
$50. So now I just paid $120 in total for the robe, which was too much for me. But as a fashion girl, sometimes we just gotta have certain pieces. So whatever, I went on with it, and I'm like, this is an investment. I'm gonna do the shoot. Boom, get it. Feathers is flying. The mesh was paper thin. Like it was like, to me, I would have wore that outside too as an outfit, like with some cute denim, some funky heels, a little bag. Like I could have did it either way. So if I would have sat down on
a lot of women will be doing.
If I would have sat down, I feel like it would have ripped. The feathers was literally flying. Like when I took it from the kitchen to my room, feathers is still flying. Like if I would have wore it, even for a photo shoot, you posing and stuff, by the end of the photo shoot, the feathers would have been gone. It wasn't even sexy on. It gave me like a party vibe. Like it wasn't sexy to me. I wouldn't have wore it to my man to seduce him. No.
Nah, Daaj is top 5 hilarious.
Big Mama right now.
Right.
It wasn't that.
I used to be scared.
Right.
It wasn't sexy. And scroll, I got 3 pictures. So the quality, so first things first was the quality was shitty.
Okay.
The quality was not there at all. Now, I have Fenty Puma products. It did not compare whatsoever. Now, quality
honestly,
it
looks
kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie, it looked cute on you.
It looked cute and fun, and because I'm cute.
And that's possible.
But I paid $120 for it.
That's your
like
business.
I said at the end of that, feathers was flying. You know what I mean? Me sitting there taking a picture, I still want to take some fire pictures in it, but the quality, you know what I mean? You want to be able to wear something.
Honestly, from what I see, it still looks very full on the rims, because the feathers are all on like the rim of the robe. Right. And my thing is, I've worked with like boas and stuff like that. Feathers fly off, but does it look? Will it
look cheap?
Not even cheap.
Will it start looking like
it's missing?
Yes, I felt that way because it was constantly flying. If I move, like if I would have popped in that, it would have been feathers would have been really flying. You know what I mean? I wasn't even doing nothing to it, as if like even if you fold it, stuff just flying in the air. Like it wasn't proper for $129. I wasn't even happy about the $50 membership that you had to buy, because y'all shouldn't have had it on a regular website then, or it should say something right there. Like that didn't make sense to me at all. The $50 when you get to checkout, like, oops, before you can buy this, $79 or whatever your purchase is, whatever. So either way, I was so like, I'm a shopper. I shop, and quality is big for me. So I wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? I know I wasn't tripping. I was so uneasy about it, I couldn't even sleep. Like,
did you look at other reviews? You know, because it just hit the market.
It just hit the market. I did not look at other reviews yet because I know that mine would have. I was one of the first people to get it. I bought it the first day it came out, and it had to ship. And I opened it on the day it shipped. So the day that I probably opened it was the same day that everybody else who probably ordered, you know what I mean, who got it on that first day. I just was so uneasy about it. Like, I had to call the customer service. It was like 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep because I'm like, damn. I could not sleep. I could not
you called
sleep. I called customer service.
Like, these feathers, nigga.
Yes. And because the thing was, anything, if you buy it, you return it. Okay, that's anything. You buy it, see if you like it, you could return it. But the $50 was already said on the website that it was non-refundable. So I could have got my $79 back off the rip. I knew that, but I'm still in the back of my head. But my $50, I don't care about. Well,
you purchase a membership,
right?
So any of us who want to buy something Fenty, we're gonna go through you.
Right, but now that membership is canceled because listen.
Oh, you let it go?
Yes.
Damn, I was trying to go through you.
I got it back, and they was trying to get me. They was trying to talk to me, but the girl handled it so well. Shout out to Dana. I don't know where you at in the world, but she handled it because I called and I was talking very, very educated. And at first I didn't let her get a word up, but I had to let her know exactly how I felt. And I know that Breanna takes pride in her product. Everything is great. Everything is great. It was literally just this. Like, I just got a dress. And there was nothing else you wanted? Puma. No, because she was trying to do that too. But I'm like, sis, I don't think the quality is good. Period. So you can send me something else, and I don't think I'm gonna be happy about it.
My best friend who also ordered said the same thing. Not about the quality. She was just like, things already off rip look cheap to her. Like, she was just like, I forgot what she bought. I don't know if it was the robe, but she was just like, a lot of things looked.
It wasn't, even for people who didn't buy it. I know everybody see the memes around talking about Rihanna line should have looked like this, which is whatever. She could have been as simple. Like,
I didn't see that either. Yeah.
People posting memes, because there's nothing that's, nothing is like super beautiful and to die for. The robe was the best thing, and that, like I said, that wasn't.
It was just the models and the thick ones.
Yeah, it was just and Rihanna. You know what I mean? And we support her, but it was nothing like super exquisite and like lacy and beautiful with rhymes. So Victoria's Secret has better stuff.
But Victoria's Secret
is a huge corporation. This is a woman of color who I want to see how much of the business she owns with Savage. But one, congratulations on trying your best to support a Black woman's business.
Exactly.
I think that was great effort. And if
Dang,
you
Daaj,
you
I
have
was just about to tell my man to order me some stuff.
And that's
like,
it,
and
y'all,
you should
still
do, because let her have them ducats.
No, like it's so no, and
because my ducats gotta count.
Women, and this is why I'm doing this review, because we're the working women. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're the ones who
I just can't be tossing out ducats.
$50 into her $1 billion account already. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not fair for us.
As a working woman, also, your money is your power. Love the concept, would not purchase. Right. Because I'm not a consumer. I don't buy things. And then when I do purchase things, it's like I like to maximize my value. I can go elsewhere and find, because
I'm $129. I could have got a pair of sneakers, and I'm not even that type of person, because I buy stuff to wear it once all the time. But I want to at least have the option. I got so much stuff, but I want to at least have the option to pull it out and show somebody.
Let's cut that part. Let me not say hate, but I don't like when people buy stuff and only wear them once. Y'all, bury me in my favorite outfit on Instagram, please. Please, because I don't want you to put me in new shit I ain't seen before. Bury me in something that got the most likes You see that outfit 2 times. Pull that shit back again.
When we see you, we gonna have memories. Like I remember
when you had that on. She was twerking it. Please and thank you.
Got the same stain on there.
Please.
From the cookout.
Let it go. Please, okay? Put some baking soda if you have to before putting it on my dead corpse.
I am dead.
But just,
I think I'm big on
repurposing
repurposing things. Like, I'm big on repurposing certain things. Like, I don't ever want to wear the same outfit all the time. Right. So it's like, if I have these pants, like, I don't want to pair these pants and these shirts together all the time. Like,
yeah, you want to switch up.
I want to switch it up,
mix and match. Of course.
Like,
but
especially statement pieces.
I don't, right. And that's how I usually shop. And that's why I do have a lot of one-time outfits, because they be statement pieces. I don't buy a lot of casual stuff. Like, I don't wear this shirt maybe 3 to 4 times in the 2 years I had it or whatever. But those New Year's outfits and those events, you know what I mean? They're not getting worn again.
Bury me in the same statement piece that y'all done seen, because I will run a dress back. You done seen it in 2014. You done seen it in 2015. You saw it twice in one. I will run it back because I'm not a consumer. I'm not going to buy so I can look new. It's just not, again, number 7, my value is not in materialistic things.
Right. And it's not even that. That's not my value, but I'm a stylist. I'm a fashion girl. No.
You know what I mean? You really think your value is not in materialistic things when you just said you're a stylist and you're a fashionista? Like, that means you...
I do value, right. Oh. So that's why I couldn't sleep. And I was...
And that's why I was like, damn, Daaj, that's hurt. To your core. The fact that I shook your sleep.
I was really hurt. And like...
Damn.
I was planning on. I already had my next 2.
Daaj said, "Listen, my name is Daaj. I'm the Duchess of Brooklyn, and it's some shit
and
right
these
here.
feathers,
the feathers is flying straight up.
Was just looking at
I had a neck set I wanted to buy, and I was like, I don't support Savage. I literally said it on the phone. Like, I don't support Savage. It was really sad. I was like, girl, I support Rihanna so hard. And I think that the girl, I was so genuine that she was just like, she was like, this is recorded. Like, I passed it up to my higher up because this, and that's what makes me think that and because it's 24-hour customer service, which is amazing for a lingerie line that just happened.
So
that's how I know that, right? But she must be a big businesswoman if she's about her product. You know what I mean? And she do want to hear how people react. And they were like, this is great feedback. Because I'm like, even for the $50 drink, I'm like, that don't make sense. Then that should be a unlocked portion of the website that if you are the member, you could see this stuff. How you got everybody being able to see all the exclusive stuff, and then you able to choose it regularly and put it in your cart, and then you get to the cart and you like skirt, but you got to pay this $50. So that's already not fair to the people who done fell in love with it, and then they get there and they might not have that extra $50. Now they can't get nothing. So it was a learning experience, but I'm just saying this because, for one, like I said, I support Rihanna, but as a working girl, that $129 could have went towards a light bill, could have went towards some groceries. Meanwhile, I'm trying to support you, and it wasn't right. So I don't like that. And I'm not going to keep it and just be like, oh, it's Savage just because. No, sis, because that Fenty Puma dress I got, I'm aware of that because that's fire. Them heels, the mule heels I got, those is fire. Those is quality. But that robe, that Savage Fenty, hang it up. Go to Victoria's Secret.
I don't want to just. I again, that those are so. Daaj has canceled Savage.
Sure has.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
To anybody else who's listening and you've purchased something from Savage and you feel like the quality is up to par or not, this is the perfect time for you to tweet us.
And I'm still going to take pictures of my robe just so y'all know before I
thought you returned it.
Sis, I'm returning it maybe tomorrow, but I'm gonna take something.
We're gonna have to cut all this because it's I'm playing. Keep that shit. Who cares? Everybody do it anyways. So y'all want to run outfits back, but y'all quick. Okay, let me not be that person. But I think I want to learn. I want to hear from other people because they had a pop-up shop in Brooklyn that we was at the CareFreeBlackGirl.
Yeah,
we were preparing for that when that happened, so that wasn't possible for us to attend. But I did want to pop in just to see the sizes and stuff like that. I know with my broke ass, I wasn't going. Not only am I broke, but I am not a consumer. I was not going to give that my money, but I would have just went out there to support because I like the fact of hearing a Black woman doing her own business.
Exactly.
One, and being inclusive of all sizes. That really touched my heart. That warmed my heart so much. So I hate to hear that. Like,
I know, me too. But before we talked about it and we shouted out, and I hate that I didn't support that yet, and it's that crazy because I'm such a Rihanna fashion stand that previously I shouted out the brand Anya Lust, a black girl who has a lingerie line. So now I'm shouting her out again, and I'm gonna make it my business to get something from her, so that I can try that out and see how it is.
Definitely.
So Anya Lust, if y'all listening, check out her website, check out her stuff. She got some sexy stuff, and yeah, let us know. But definitely, Victoria's Secret got some cute stuff. I'm
gonna let you do Victoria's Secret, but look how you just like don't take away the business from people of color.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not taking away business from people of color, but make sure you putting out good product too.
So on your list, not Victoria's Secret, y'all. On your list.
Okay.
Like, that's all I'm saying.
Both.
Because
I'm going to try. Well, for me, too, why I do stick with Victoria's Secret bras, like, specifically, that's why I didn't get a bra from Rihanna, because I wear a 32 triple D, so everybody is not supporting this small girl with these big boobs. So that's why Vicky's is why, you know what I mean? It ain't just like, oh, Vicky's. But I have to be supported. So I'm going to try. I ain't get less, and I'm going to let y'all know on the next episode of the Carefree Black Girl Cookout.
Awesome.
I mean, Cookout podcast.
Okay. What's that?
Well, my broke ass is just listening right now.
Girl.
So, talk about, you said you was talking to Azaelia friend.
Oh, girl. So, basically, right, Azaelia Banks, is that? Yeah, her name is
Azaelia Banks.
She goes on the Breakfast Club, and I got her point, but it's at the same time, it was real hypocritical.
So what
she was basically saying that Cardi B is getting basically what black women, like, you know the article we just wrote? How it was just like hood rats, like in the hood, don't get the credit they deserve. But here comes Cardi B. So basically, like, we can't get away with being illiterate and speaking a certain way and speaking with ebonics, but we praise Cardi B for doing the same thing. We'd be like, oh, Cardi B is herself and she made it being herself and like, and Azaelia Banks was basically saying that it's not fair because I can't go and act and be illiterate and people take me serious, or people kind of like.
So why did she call him? Cardi is loud, yes, but illiterate. Where did that come from?
So where she said illiterate was they was arguing back and forth. So basically, Cardi B was on some like, girl, like, don't come for me. Like, I don't bother nobody. Like, I'm literally myself.
Via
I've been
Twitter,
myself.
text?
Via Instagram. This is right before Cardi B deleted her Instagram and made her Twitter public. I mean, Twitter private, but I follow her on Twitter, so I was able to still see her tweets. So here's the thing with Azaelia Banks is that, like, she's always in the media not for anything good, always for like some crazy outbursts and rants and all these other things. So when Cardi B kind of like called her out, like basically like, listen, I've been who I am. I've been who I am. She was just saying like, you're illiterate. But my thing with Azaelia Banks is she's been tearing down black women for the past couple of years. Like, she was tearing down that little Disney girl. Talking about
Star Jackson.
Yeah, talking about like, I got some stuff for you to bleach your skin. She's always, she was coming at Tiana Taylor about basically Tiana Taylor so-called stealing something.
Petunia.
That
was hilarious.
So one of my friends, I guess is friends with her, and how me and him had got inside dialogue is he had posted her on his Insta story, and I was just like, not really a fan of her. And he was just basically saying like, oh, we don't know her, that how basically like, you know, we don't believe everything that's said in the media, that she's had it hard, that people have been giving her a hard time since day one. And agreed, I'm pretty sure that there is some truth to that. Like, as a black woman, I'm pretty sure, even in this industry. But at the same time, I can't really get with her trying to now be on some, oh, sisters, black women empowerment, when you've constantly targeted other black women. So now you're on some like, you know, like you're using again this whole like, she's using who did this recently? Monique, how we were saying she's kind of using this for her own benefit. I feel like it's kind of, that's exactly what Azaelia is doing. Like, And she was making valid points. I'm not here to say that we shouldn't listen to what Azaelia Banks is saying. What I'm saying is you can't say we gotta be better as when we gotta support our black sisters.
She's a negative Nancy.
When you're always targeting another black woman.
She is a negative
pick
Nancy.
a side and stick to it. You get what I'm saying?
Not only is she, I'm not the best to follow, but I do remember the Star Jackson thing. Not only are you targeting, but there's not been enough examples where you've uplifted them in the last couple of years. There's not been a time where you've been like, oh, went to this debut premiere to support, or oh, I like this track on this album, or hey, I'm here with such and such kids. I think Monica's son is turning 13, and she had a video of his 10th birthday, and of course Tiny was there, and Tiana Taylor was there, and you could tell it was like to be a family and support this child who's come into age and have their kids with. So I'm just saying, like, that was a real good, like, it was a flashback on Monica's post, but it was kind of like, damn, I never even realized how they like
are real life friends.
They real life friends. So there's just not enough receipts of her really like being someone else's cheerleader to now, like.
Right. I'm actually about to pull it up for you guys though, like just like one comment, but
so how is she trying to
and then Cardi B deleted her Instagram.
Yeah, Cardi deleted her Instagram,
which made me so sad because it's just like,
why she's pregnant, let her focus on her baby.
Let her focus on her pregnancy. But do y'all feel like Cardi B entertaining that mess too much? Like, I don't know what happened in the past couple weeks that everybody been at Cardi, because I see her and OG Nia Lee arguing mad hard body in the DMs, and I done heard Cardi say wait till this baby drop and stuff like that, but then when people at you, then you crying, and now you need to have a peaceful pregnancy. So I just feel like you need to be able to take what you put out, for sure.
Is she putting out this negative? So are you saying Cardi's putting out negative energy or something? Because one thing I know about Cardi from so far, she not gonna back down.
Right, she won't back down. Even the OG Nia Lee, okay, and like I ain't there.
No, because I have both of the messages.
The OG Nia Lee, she wrote her first
about
like, since you got my name in your mouth. What?
Mm-hmm. But that's New York girls.
That is New York girls.
They're both from this. They broke, like, I'm not sure where OG Nia Lee's from. I know Cardi's from the Bronx, and I think a lot of Bronx people I know be with Nia Lee. So I don't want to sit here and say she's from the Bronx, but I think that it goes deeper than, like, that situation goes deeper than social media. But basically, Cardi B had put this up for Azaelia Banks. I reread this a couple times for the Akilas and the B's out there. A woman who constantly finds joy and belittling black women, Beyonce, Rihanna, Sky Jackson, Remy Ma, can't try and stand for them because it's convenient. The difference between me and you, I've never pretended to be or represent someone that I'm not. I've made it where I am for being myself and staying true to that. I'm not trying to represent nobody but myself. You busy trying to be a voice of reason, a representative for women of color when you can't even reason with yourself. You can't understand where your own insecurities come from and why you're not happy in your own skin. So you think because you can't figure your shit out that you can create confusion for me? Make me unsure about who I am. I know who I am, a daughter to a Hispanic father and a Caribbean mother, and I'm proud of that. I've never dismissed my heritage or my culture. I've never pretended to sound like anyone or look like anyone for attention or to make me feel better about who I'm not. I've been this way always. You think because someone uses a lot of big words and long sentences that makes them smart. How smart are you if you don't know that the meaning of illiterate means to not know how to read or write? I can do both and speak 2 languages fluently. Mm-hmm. Just because I mix a few words up, forget to use commas, or misspell a few words doesn't make me illiterate and doesn't make me stupid. And because I laugh a little harder or talk a little louder doesn't make me a caricature. I don't know how to say that right.
Yeah, I can.
Caricature, yeah.
You think you're advocating for women and you're doing the opposite. I pray you find peace in your own heart and reason in your own mind. Pray for your own success before you pray for the downfall of others.
Hey y'all, if you guys want to listen to some new music or listen to us on some new headphones, you should check out Studio Headphones. You can use our Carefree Black Girl promo code Carefree to get 50% off on any product. Studio Headphones ship worldwide.
That was
I got
Cardi
it praying
B's-
on my downfall.
Right.
Well, this
That
is what
was
I'll
Cardi
have to
B's
say
message.
as Daaj. In general, I'd let people do them, and I could either just I don't like judge. I just either mess with you or not. Like I let people do them now. And that's another thing about being Carefree Black Girl, because people try to box it in, and we're trying to diversify the term and letting people know that there's so many faces of being a Carefree Black Girl.
Right.
So Cardi being herself, I respect that about her. Do you be yourself? There definitely are some times where I look at her like, ugh, that's too much. That's something I wouldn't do. But I respect her for being herself. And then that's where you could debate, and that's where everybody, have their own opinions, and people get sensitive and stuff about whether is it okay? Is it a bird? Is it because she's on this platform now that she can't do those things? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just too much of a big debate, because you have those black girls who people would call bougie that would look at her like she does too much.
But to me, even with Azalea's response to that, which I kind of don't want to read because it's a lot, but I just feel like Azaelia is trolling.
To be fair, I think we should read a snippet of it. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Because of what I'm going to talk about.
So,
about this.
Azaelia Banks wrote back, Becca Lise.
Hey.
Sis, give it up. You have a fever and is leak. And she's talking about Cardi B, and this is not even right, grammatically correct. All right, Becca Lee, sis, give it up. You have a fever and are leaking breast milk everywhere, trying to come up with a refutable comeback. Sis spent 12 hours proofreading her message while still completely missing the point. You and whoever wrote this reply for you don't have the intelligence to engage in this not so complex discussion. I spoke about it for all of 2 minutes in the interview, and you respond by calling me unattractive, mentioning me bleaching my skin, and telling me to suck your ass, immediately proving yourself to be exactly who I thought you were, a bird. Sis, let us not forget that you look like a big toe with a hammer nail without all of that contour on your face. You are a very mediocre looking light-skinned woman with cold scores. Damn, she's going in. With cold sore scars on the sides of her mouth, a coated tongue you love to wag around, and horribly deep-set eyes. For your information, I bleached my skin due to a severe breakout I had from a Depo shot. Some dark-skinned women have problems with hyperpigmentation, and it can take years for our scars to fade. Once again, you missed the point. The color of my skin has absolutely nothing to do with this greater discussion surrounding Black women's culture and our representation in the media. From what I know, you have always identified as a Latina. You have recently begun to identify as Black once you became a part of hip-hop and felt pressure to represent the women you so often call burnt, bald-headed roaches. Even so, it's clear that you are having a problem with this newfound proximity to Blackness, as evidenced by your hold on, I lost my sentence. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let me start back from this sentence. It's so little. Even so, it's clear that you are having a problem with this newfound proximity to Blackness, as evidence to turn any and all attempts to engage you in these important cultural discussions into fake, sympathetic crybaby rants about how you're just a dumb bitch from the hood who never asked to be a role model. Reverse psychology will not work here. As a Black woman in hip-hop, it is imperative that you use your newfound Black womanhood responsibly. Saying things to Rolling Stone like, I don't even use condoms, when HIV remains a threat to many of the minority girls who patronize your music, is irresponsible. I suggest you leave these types of cultural conversations alone for now. You don't have the range.
Now, I love her response. I'm not saying that I'm a Azaelia stan, and I know you love Cardi Ivy.
Yeah.
I loved her response.
So my question to you all is Azaelia Banks and Cardi B a Carefree Black Girl?
They're both very Carefree Black girls.
Yep.
How?
Carefree is being you. I ain't judging nobody. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not here to put anybody under umbrella. As long as you're being true to yourself, no matter what that is, I may agree or not agree, but as long as you're being true to yourself, I feel like you're being carefree.
So, and the reason why I even though I don't align with what Azaelia does, like, still with her music, it's still dope and very black and very carefree, with even with her visuals and just her sound. So that's why I would say she's a carefree black girl. But again,
I mean, Cardi is she?
I was gonna say, but then for you to say that, do you align with what Cardi do just because she?
So I
you
like
also
Cardi.
say Cardi is black.
Cardi is black.
Again, you see, I'm just doing this based on these two. So
I think that Cardi B, yes, Cardi B is black. Yes, she's Hispanic, but people gotta understand.
No, I said
ethnicity and race. She is an African American woman. Yes, she's like her mother is from Trinidad, I believe. Like, she's black. She may speak Spanish,
which should be so funny to me because her mother looks Latina to me.
So it's
I don't
like
know who from Trinidad.
It's like, to me, it's kind of like people.
Daaj, I'm even trying to look at you.
No, for real, because
Daaj is side-eyeing me. Who's black? Which one's black?
Your race, like, is African American woman. Like, I'm a black. Like, I'm black, but my ethnicity is Hispanic. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like people kind of like don't think of that. Like, where do you think they dropped the slaves off first, sis?
And it's in our senses. That's how I learned it first.
Like,
I found that. I was gonna confirm.
It's
okay because I'm not the type of person who likes. I like my phone dead inside. But
so I just want to just answer Daaj's question when she was like, "Do I align?" As
Cardi?
Far as her personality and her being true and loud, like I definitely like that. I
so then that's kind of biased because Azaelia is herself and true and loud.
Yes, the thing about Azaelia is she belittles other black women, and she's using this whole women empowerment to her convenience. Right. I'm saying through her art that she is a carefree black girl.
So Cardi,
like, through, I feel like
OG Nia Lee was talking about, but I'm rich and that's why you still the broke bitch.
But let's be real. When we arguing with
I wouldn't talk to nobody like that. I'm not gonna front. I wouldn't.
I'm gonna be honest.
See that with you though, Gemini. I can see that.
Fuck that,
you.
New York.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, when the claws come out, the claws come out,
and come out. But we done all not have money in our pocket. I wouldn't.
No, I'm not talking about as far as the rich, but people do low blows.
Oh, facts. Exactly. Like your
so what is the difference? Like,
does a carefree black girl do low blows?
We have those moments.
So they both did low blows. That's what I'm saying.
And this is Ivy's opinions.
So we
get what I'm saying?
Hold one over the other. That's all I'm saying.
At the
Cardi
same time, yes, she does. But Azaelia Banks, this is a repeated pattern for her. That's what this is a
repeated pattern of her belittling people. But how many issues Cardi done? But it's just different.
And
type
where? What
I
issues?
think it's just different type of.
But what issues have Cardi B besides?
Cardi ran up. Her and her sister ran up on Swift Girlfriend for nothing.
Oh, on Love and Hip Hop.
On Love and Hip Hop. For nothing.
We don't, like, you can't say it was for nothing because a lot of things we don't get to see. You get what I'm saying? Like, I may be biased right now, and I'll stand by my biasness.
You are, which
but
is fine,
it's just
I'm
like
holding Cardi accountable for her stuff that she do too.
To OG Nia Lee.
In general, we not gonna sit here.
My thing I'm not sitting here saying that Cardi B is an angel. What I'm saying is why I personally don't like Azaelia Banks. It's a repeated pattern. I feel like, again, like with Cardi, the reason why I praise Cardi or really related to her before the music was because her personality. I really enjoyed seeing what they would say this ghetto girl making. Like, from day one, I've been following her before she was even on Love and Hip Hop.
Me too.
On social media. And
when I saw the videos, they was funny.
Looking at her and looking at the progress, she went to the fucking Met Gala. Like, is you shitting me? Like, this girl, this Bronx girl from what she call herself? A regular smuggler girl from the Bronx is now at the Met Gala, and she's done it by being herself, You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something I feel like we could commend her on, and I like that. And I'm commending Azaelia Banks on her talent and her art. I just don't personally like she been put a bad taste in my mouth. We're coming for that little ass girl when she came for the queen bee. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't had a couple strikes.
So I'm here for Azaelia neither. I'm just saying
at this point, I mean, and those are y'all separate opinions,
exactly. Right? These are our separate opinions,
not the opinions of Carefree Black Girl. But what we what we did expand on, and I hope our listeners took away, is that we both believe that both of them are Carefree Black girls.
That's a fact,
and that's and for me to expand, I think.
Before you say that too, that we don't have to agree with every everybody has their own Carefree Black girl in them.
Definitely.
If you're a black girl.
It comes with the title. I think both of them, I applaud both of them for being very vocal at all times, whether it is vocally throwing shade or you feel me, because there's a thing about hold on,
she said she had a cold sores around her mouth.
Hold on,
no, but you know the crazy thing, Azaelia Banks is a Gemini.
What hurt me was not the cold sore, because more than 80% of the people in this world suffer from cold sores, so that ain't nothing new. So she probably got it and it's suppressed. But two, what hurt me about Azaelia Banks' statement was the milk. And sis, when you have your babies, milk will be pouring out of your breast too. And I don't understand. Wasn't something to belittle a woman about, because every woman, Asian, Blasian, whatever you want to consider yourself, is going to have milk coming out of their breast when they are nurturing a child. That was the only thing where I was just like,
I think she just threw that in there as her saying like,
it was
real. Sit your pregnant. I think for me, I took it as like, girl, sit your pregnant ass down. Why you over here worried about my interview?
There was a pregnant woman. I don't know if y'all know her, who performed and like tipped over on a chair. Her name is Beyonce. Ain't nobody told her to sit down.
Hello.
And she
Cardi B was just popping locking at Coachella with her stomach.
So again, that's the only thing I have like an issue. But I do agree that they both are Carefree Black Girl. I love the fact that they're bold to use their voice in however method that they want to. We shouldn't like box the concept of what a Carefree Black Girl is.
You know what I just thought about? When I said that every black girl is a Carefree Black girl now, I think that every black girl is a Carefree Black girl unless you are not comfortable with being black and are not comfortable with yourself.
There was a girl who attended Atlanta. She was like, I'm trying to be a Carefree Black girl. I was like, you here, you already there.
Yeah, right. Unless you're uncomfortable with yourself and you don't identify. Like Stacey Dash is not a Carefree Black girl.
That's your opinion. Because she could probably be like, bitch, yes I am. And I support Trump. Okay. And let her be. You feel me?
You
let her be.
You right.
She a Carefree. She's easy to tweet and post and vocalize her opinions, whether it is not the group think.
But if she was ever uncomfortable with being black, do you think that anybody that's uncomfortable with being black is a Carefree Black girl?
I think that,
because we're saying Carefree Black girl. Do you think that anybody who is uncomfortable with being black is Carefree Black girl?
No, I agree with you. They can't. You can't be
exactly.
That is, you contradict the term of a Carefree Black girl if you're uncomfortable being black. So my response to you is: you think Stacey Dash is uncomfortable being black, or do you think she does not support the black the group think that black people care?
What was the last part of that?
Do you think that she doesn't want to go with the wave of people of color, or she's just uncomfortable being black?
I don't think she want to go with the wave, but I don't want to elaborate in the Stacey Dash situation because I don't know everything. I just know that we was saying she was a coon, but I don't know exactly what was I don't know exactly what was exactly going on. You know what I mean? So I can't pull up an exact receipt or exactly something she said.
Where she expressed that she's not comfortable in her skin. Right. So I'm not going to take that from anybody.
Exactly.
But I do feel like it does contradict the term. If you are not uncomfortable with the pigment and the melanin in your skin, and also if you're not comfortable with yourself, because there's two parts. It's you're carefree about being black, you're carefree about being a girl. Now, granted, I know a lot of boys who could call themselves Carefree Black girls, and that's you. I know a lot of white women, I'm reaching out to you, Rachel Dolezal, who can consider themselves a carefree black girl. It's the titles that we give ourselves is subjective, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to expand on this because I hear a lot about Azaelia. I feel for Cardi because, you know, like, y'all know, like, Instagram is very big. You don't know how much she profits off of that too. Like, now you got to cut this lifeline, whether it's to keep yourself up because you're not being able to do shows and stuff like that. Y'all don't know how that not having that one page can truly affect her in the long run. Just because two carefree black girls.
Was she back on there now?
She's back.
She posted a clip today about her Be Careful video is dropping tomorrow. So she back.
She is
That's
back.
good.
Yeah,
I really like that song. I just hope that at the end of the day, us carefree black girls can just move in a way where we are.
It just sucks.
We're
that we're always
comfortable.
so defensive to each other.
Yeah, we're comfortable with each other, and we're okay to be like, oh, that's you. That's how you rock. That's you. Do you?
Right.
Because carefree, your freedom is yours.
Oh, wait. I appreciate this Be Careful trailer. It's like a Kill Bill.
Oh,
yes,
I'm not
that
surprised.
Is so cute.
I'm not surprised.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, and again, like, so that's all I hope. Like, and just seeing this, 'cause I hate hearing it, and I didn't understand why Azaelia went after this little girl.
I would love to meet Azaelia. Like, girl, why you always be waking up mad?
But we probably don't see what she experiences. I know a few folks who I feel like used to always come off mad, and then they would tell me their backstory, and I'd be like,
Azaelia,
talk about
come have a combo with us
when the mics are off or whatever. Because he did definitely, like, put me on to some, like, you know, some of the back end stuff that I felt for her. I'm like, okay, cool. But, baby girl.
She do the most. She need therapy. She
Don't
needs
we all?
somebody to talk to.
Shout out to my counselor. I pay her, and I love her. I am seeking, I go to counseling now once a week, and I really enjoy it, so.
Yeah. I've had the same therapist since, like, forever, since like high school.
That's good. That's really
so
good.
She's a white lady too, which is kind of funny to me. But
I definitely don't have a budget for a therapist right now.
Yes, you do, because you had a budget for Savage. What you talking about? Feed your brain. Talking about that. Let's get free, ladies.
Yes.
Let's move forward.
Yes, let's get free. So, before we go on to the topic at hand, I just want to shout out Elle. This is Elle again with the organic pads, tampons, and panty liners. I got my package in the mail this month. I don't know what I could say about them. They holding the blood down, so that's all. I don't know if I'm feeling different or anything, like, because it's organic. I got all three. I got the pads, the tampons,
and the panty
liners. And I hope I'm gonna have to reach out to them, customer service, because I need to make sure that I'm getting my free box. Yes. But it was I think that everybody should go on there, all our listeners. This is L.com. We'll post it on the Instagram page. Follow CareFreeBlackGirl_Inc. on Instagram to verify our code. But definitely visit the website. I paid, I think, $10, and I got the pads, the liners, and the tampons, and it's organic and it's black owned. So shout out to them. Definitely support. It was very cute. It felt good. You know what I mean when you organic, because I had stopped using, like, I stopped for maybe a few months, but then I had to go back to I'm like, let me just use my all of them that I got right now. But you see the stuff that there's harmful chemicals and just different things.
So you stopped and did what?
Mad tissue.
I'm dead.
No, they're not dead. A lot of people free.
A lot of people do
free
that.
bleed.
Yeah, a lot of. I ain't free, but I put some like mad tissue. I told my mom I put paper towels on. She was like, "You don't need to be putting no paper towels neither, Daaj, because them got their own dyes and stuff." So I was like, "All right, girl." So I'm glad, but it would. I think that this is like a great thing because every month we bleed. And we need the proper stuff. So know that it's just coming to me, you know what I mean?
So
and for $10 a month or however.
Is it like protective for overnight? Can you describe like the actual?
Because how Ivy feel about that purple pack.
I know.
Somebody text me like this purple pack y'all talking about.
No, seriously, y'all know. I am here for the always purple pad. That's one that got the wings. It's the ones with the wings in the back. Like I just hate feeling like I'm bleeding. Like that purple pad catches every little drop, and I can just be free.
That's
so I want to make sure.
One of my first periods, I will say it wasn't no peak of blood on the panties or nothing, which is crazy. It wasn't not even because of the This Is L, just because I've been switching back and forth because they don't have the best overnight. I will say that because they're I don't
need no little dainty.
They're thin. They're dainty. I wish I would have had one in my purse. They're thin, but thin don't always mean that it don't, because it ain't. Yeah. It hasn't leaked or anything. They're just thin. So overnight I have just been using my always ones because these ones aren't super long. It's just you know what I mean. So I was gonna write them too though about that. I don't know if they have an overnight one on there. I don't think they do. I think they just have the regular pads. I was definitely gonna write them though.
My next question:
I would use the tampons, but
I haven't tried the tampons yet because I haven't been wearing tampons unless I'm heavy and I'm really like going somewhere to the club where I know somebody might rub on my booty, because dudes is ignorant. I don't know why they do that.
And to the dudes who are listening, please continue listening, because y'all act like y'all don't want. Y'all should know, right? Because when the red ball ain't there, y'all be panicking, right? So y'all should know,
right?
So my question to you is quantity. How much did it come with?
It was like, I didn't open up the tampons and the liners yet. The pads, I don't know why I read that it was only coming with 10 pads, but I think it's like 15 in there. So I got all 3. They come in a little cute. I guess I'll do another review again once I start opening everything. I was going to use a panty liner today. I don't know why I didn't. But
no, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, thisisl.com, definitely. Even if it's just, the $10, I can't even think of right now how much I spent on the tampons. How much? Like $10?
Yeah, but I spent about 15.
By 5 to 10.
Yeah, 5.
Right.
5 to
imagine how much you're getting.
So even if it's $10 average, but I paid $10 and I got all 3 things. Enough. I got a pad. I got pads, tampons, and liners for $10. So that was.
I just don't like buying like stuff every time I get my period. So I always
have a lot.
I buy in bulk. So that's why
I got a little drawer with mad of them.
I don't mind paying more to get like more. And then I got the hospital pads, the purple ones. So
I wonder.
I like the concept of organic pads because you all know I'm bored. I'm an environmentalist. I just don't be really gauging into it, but
we're Virgos, we're earthy, so that's just
sanitary napkins pollute a lot.
Seriously,
where the fuck do you think this thing go? You think you just throw it away and there's a special place on earth for all of our womanly blood?
That's something that I recently said. I'm a straw head. I don't like putting my mouth on people's glasses, but I was at a bar and a guy, it was dope. I'm like, could we all get straws? And he was like, straws take up for how much ever percentage of pollution
it does
in the oceans, and that's why the turtles or whoever dying because they get stuck in them and they.
We're really.
I always used to get yelled at for flushing my tampon down the toilet.
Oh, I ain't do that. I would have been yelling at you too.
Yeah, my mother always used to be like, but I'm like, bro, like I'm not going all the way to the incinerator right now.
Well, yeah, but either way, down the toilet or in the trash, it still goes someplace, and it has great difficulty on decomposing, especially with the it's more than just cotton, it's plastic, it's a blue strip of whatever chemicals I'm still trying to define, because I feel like it makes us bleed more. You know, it's the sticky part of the wings, it's the string and the tam, like all of that is things that can't really really can't break down, and it goes somewhere in a landfill, you know. And so the concept of an organic sanitary napkin of any sort is really great, and I hope to explore that. And I know this is weird, we're not going to expand, but I would love to try reusable pads.
Ooh.
Definitely.
I don't want to try no reusable pads.
I actually wanted to try that cup at one point.
I can't do the
no cup.
I'm like, my ass to tip that shit over.
It don't even work that way, but no.
I guess I have to do more research or like ask. I don't know if it's the same thing with the pads and the tampons, but why do some women don't wear tampons? I don't know if it's the insertion or if it's the same chemicals between the pad. Is it like because of the same chemicals that's in the pads, or is it the whole process of it being inserted? If you
know Tiffany Haddish's story, where did I hear the story? She's allergic to tampons. She actually uses the Diva cup.
So this is what I'm saying. Is she allergic to the tampon? That mean is she allergic to the same pad?
I'm not sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are these organic tampons? You know what I mean? I don't even know if I wear tampons in general no more, organic or vegan or not. I'm weird to put it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Also, I'm not a fan of. I don't wear it because I just don't understand how I'm supposed to function with something in me. Like, it just doesn't work for me.
It don't feel.
It just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry.
I do like having. Well, it is obviously better, more comfortable to have on a pad. It's much cleaner and it feels better with the tampon. Like if you in a house and you just took a shower, you put on your pad. It's like, all right, you cool.
No, I do feel the convenience.
With your bloomers.
I do see the convenience of a tampon, but that's not.
Go change my diaper.
Yeah, I do see the convenience of a tampon, but it's just not for me.
It ain't for you.
I can't, like what Daaj was saying, like at nighttime I have to have on a pad, but I can't be out during the day unless I have my purple pads. Then it's like, all right, cool. But they so thick. If I'm not wearing jeans, like I can't wear that with a dress.
Like today, I definitely had to mark on my pants at work, the pad.
Yeah, because they was like my
and probably because my panties is looser. Yeah, my panties is looser.
This is so hilarious conversation. But this is what Carefree Black Girls talk about.
Seriously,
so get with it.
But this is L. So moving on, my question for y'all was: do y'all think it's possible to fall in love while being abstinent?
Fall in love.
I mean, I didn't mean to say that. Do y'all think it's possible to find love, true, genuine love, and date and have a successful relationship while being abstinent?
Again, fall in love. Yeah. People used to do it all the time.
Yeah, like
we just want to be freaky.
People used to do it all the time, but I'm talking about us new age.
I mean, I told you
there are people who are listening right now who haven't had sex and are in love.
Right.
So,
all right.
Well, I know for me, like I said, for this relationship, we didn't even have sex until like maybe a month into the relationship.
And a month is not.
Is that?
No.
I feel like for me that was different because sis, before I put a ring on you, I need to know what you're doing.
No, that is
so for
different.
me to put a ring on him. And I'm speaking in, figurative speech, but and then not like it was something definitely different. But I definitely understand.
But y'all are in a relationship and y'all having sex, so that does not answer the question.
I mean,
do you think
but
it's possible
we dated without having sex?
Do you think it's possible to be abstinent and be in a relationship? So like right now, Daaj is abstinent.
Okay, I think it's definitely possible. It's just for whatever floats your boat. It's different. Like for me personally, like sex is a big part of relationships, of which, like I stand by that. Like even when I lost my virginity, I lost my virginity out of curiosity because I wanted to know. And then even when I had my little whole phase, I was really just curious about, what niggas had. So personally for me, I'm speaking for Ivy. I do think it is possible. Is it possible for me? I don't think that's something I would want to try. Like doing this whole like dating without having sex it was enough for me, being a month into it and then after a month of like being in a relationship, it was like, okay, like I feel like I didn't.
Right, because a month is really no time.
Well, it's time for me.
Right, for you.
I think I did the same in my last relationship, but I don't think that was enough time either. And I'm not in a relationship currently, but I do want to be abstinent for a good portion of my relationship, because actually the same thing that you said, Ivy, sex is a big thing to me. And
me too.
It's so big that I realized in my past that I kind of put it on the mantle a little bit too much, because my sex is bomb. Head game brazy. You feel me? So it's like, I understand what I'm bringing to the table, and sometimes I get caught up in me bringing so much pleasure to the person that I don't realize like all the other things, all the other missing elements. Sometimes I just capitalize on this.
So what if everything is good though and the sex is just trash? Would you still work it out?
Sex is not trash with me. I do tutorials.
No, I mean, I understand.
In general, yeah, that don't mean your
sex isn't
your
good,
sex
but
might
like
be good, but the other
their
person.
Like,
yeah.
I do tutorials.
So you teach them how to please you.
Oh, okay, you
like. I feel like if we have that vibe,
I can't teach.
Oh yeah, and again, and maybe it's because I'm fucking with girls.
Probably.
But if we
once
have
a nigga get me lazy dick, you in a group chat. This nigga here,
I be mad, y'all. I done lost a good thing over some lip dick. Okay,
I done never answer another call.
Wow. I've had bad sex.
I'm the type to be like, you good? Like, is it
me?
What's going on? Do you usually have this problem? They be like, it usually just be the first time when I'm with a new girl. No, because now we on the third try. And that's still limp.
I don't know if I could be straight because of that. Actually.
I like it hard rock.
I don't know if I could be straight because of that. I never realized the what my straight friends have to deal with.
Yeah, I like it hard rock. I don't want to feel none of that.
Even when guys,
Jello, clay,
I mean, I feel like I've experienced both. Like girl sex and guy sex, and I feel like with girl sex it was so intimate. Like I came off of pure like intimacy, but with niggas it's the physical part. So it's like with a guy you have to show out, you have to come correct, and I don't want to hear no I'm tired and I don't want to get fucked like I'm a rabbit. So if we do as straight women have to deal with a lot, because it's either like they want to make love to you and they ain't even like that with them, or they just straight rabbit. Like,
well, let me tell y'all my experiences. Since I'm the abstinent one here. Well, it's been 8 months, which is crazy.
8 months without sex.
I hope to not have sex for the rest of this year.
It's been 8 months, and I don't really date. I don't really genuinely date because I think it is possible, but I think it's gonna be on the other dude and what type of person they are and can they hold out, because I'm holding out. I'm over here living this life, not doing it.
And then they probably doing it and not telling you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about for a guy that isn't abstinent. Ones that has sex and wants sex. Will he date me and be like, oh my God, she's fire, I like her, and then when I tell them that, because I don't know why dudes always think after 72 hours or whatever they could touch us or they could kiss us and it's about to happen, and it has
kissing
to
is
happen.
so intimate to me.
Kissing is so intimate.
I just don't kiss
so
me.
It's like,
but guys don't know how to slow down.
They don't. You know what I mean? And I've asked this question where dudes was like, I don't know, because I got my needs.
They start touching your leg.
Or another dude today, he told me he thinks that being abstinent means abstaining from relationships as well.
That's real.
That's real. And I was like,
to
you're
him.
right. Because I have. But it's sad because it be nights, where I want to cuddle and I just be wanting somebody there. But I be like, I don't know what dude will.
I mean, there's definitely
dudes who would date me. And because I'm just fire without the sex. Like, I'm so fun.
Right.
Yeah. So I just be interested to know, because I haven't met anybody. I don't usually meet a lot of people that I like, but I would just be interested if I did meet somebody, I just know that when I tell them that they either just not gonna take it serious and still try, which is, I think that's so messed up.
It is.
That's so messed up. They will still try.
Isn't that sort of like pre-rape?
Yep. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, they don't listen. They don't take it serious. And then some dudes or some people will be like, well, sis, you shouldn't have went on a date anyways because
like,
you
what
know.
that
You know what I
mean?
mean? So then that's when you answer the question with like, no, you can't find it. Or it's only this certain handful of people, you know what I mean, that will respect it. I think that's...
I'm not dating right now, but when I get, me and my counselor, we working on it. So shout out to her. When I get to that level, I don't see myself engaging into sex. And I know that's gonna, burn a couple bridges, but if you was only here for my sex, which again is bomb, and you weren't going to understand that my sex is not going nowhere, it's just not for you right now because I'm not ready to give that to you. Right. Then dismiss yourself from my life.
And it's sad. It's so sad that it's such a... And of course it's a big part. I've been sexually active for a long time, and this is something new. So it's like, of course, I've been that girl where I'm like, no, I need sex or I want it. Or I'd be like, shoot, I'll be the one wanting it in a week or two. Right. So I've just... Life circumstances have kind of forced me to do this. But even like when my body is ready and when the Lord, sees it that I could have sex again, I just feel like it's going to take a lot, and I appreciate what I'm going through. And one day I'm going to share my testimony with y'all, but, I am appreciative of this because what I will say is it definitely made me step back and look from the outside in because it was a pattern of how I was dating and the type of situations. And I even tweeted the other day, like, I was in too many situationships. So it was clearly something that I had to step back from. Right. You know what I mean? And sex is fun and sex is good. And I've had great sex relationships, but that's not what I am ever in a situation for. You know what I mean? Like, I want love. I want to be in love. I want to meet somebody who I want to carry their baby. And sex is not, don't be
enough.
Yeah,
enough. Let me tell you, I don't know much again about dick, but I don't think good dick can change diapers
at all.
Like, and the dick itself can't change. The hands of the man, can change that, but the dick can't change no diapers.
And I mean, just to piggyback off of what you were saying, sometimes you really do have to step back and then look like, okay, why am I getting in? I'm talking like even last year, like I stopped dating and I wasn't having sex. Like I really didn't have sex until like my new boyfriend, and for most of the year. And I had to really agree. You have to sometimes step back and you have to understand. You have to take the sex away from the man and look at or the person.
Exactly.
And say, okay, without the sex, what qualities does he bring that makes me a better person, that brings the best out of me, and what do I bring to them? Because people, I mean, we can be just as toxic to a person as they can to us.
Do you love me enough to be around me? Do you know me? Can we spend days in a week? Can we go on a trip without sex and you knowing that we're not having sex? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you still love me the same? Are you still coming
but
to
no
rub
shade.
my feet?
If we going on vacation, you need to spread it wide on that balcony.
No, you don't.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't exactly. And in this point in life,
and this is like, y'all stop acting like people still have abstinence rings. Like, there's many people who are listening right now who are like, yo, I've been with this dude for 2 years and we have not done it. And I was just about to say, please share your testimony because we do live in a world that's hypersex. The world has always been hypersex. It has its ebbs and flows where, we've come through generations that are very conservative and now we're, probably stepping into a liberated state. But believe it or not, years, 100, 200, 400 years ago, there were multiple relationships that went many different ways. You feel me?
I believe that Sierra didn't mess around with Russell.
Probably. I mean, I'm
probably. I mean, he don't look like the. Again, I don't know him, but he
that would be thirsty that he would wait because she's an amazing
because if
woman.
he didn't want, if he really wasn't trying to wait for her, he could have bagged anybody else.
Right. And that's an awesome thing. It would even, like, just to share a little bit of kind of how I was, like, forced to not be having sex right now. And there was even times where, you know what I mean, we can tell ourselves, it was times where we could tell ourselves that, like, oh, I don't need to do this. But I'll be like, dang, but I know if I was put in a situation right now, I would do it, knowing I ain't supposed to. And I just be like, this was another thing of self-control for me, and just really knowing, like, girls, sometimes we always be like, well, I wanted to do it too, and I just wanted some sex, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, and it's being able to hold out on yourself too, and not just because your hormones is jumping and you want to give it to somebody, because that exchange, that spiritual exchange, is so real and so deep, and niggas really don't be deserving it. And now, today, as the person that I am, and looking back on my life and my experiences, my sex life, it was a lot of shit that shouldn't have happened.
No, seriously. But you grow and you learn.
You
as
grow
a person,
and you learn,
know
but still, right. And I'm thanking God that it's today. But I just know my next, like, relationship, because I'm not having no casual sex after all of this, you know what I mean? I will have to be in a relationship. But I can't wait. I look forward to what kind of guy it will be, because I know it's going to be different from anything that I have been with before. I'm a visually stimulated person, so I know it's not gonna be that type of guy that I was into before. Like, y'all, I'm not into Davies no more like that, so it ain't gonna be that type.
Look at you.
It ain't gonna
Shout
be that
out to
type.
Daaj. I was just about to say, look at your growth. One, I love the fact that you're acknowledging that the universe is putting certain things in place for you to turn inward. Two, you're turning inward and, like, realizing, like, all right, it can't be safe surface value anymore. I need to see deeper. I need to see deeper. I need to see deeper. So every time I hear, like, we do our Get Free segment, I love hearing, like, just growth and more growth and more growth, because it's hard out here for a pimp. So, like, we just need to turn into ourselves to know more about ourselves and figure out what our pimping is. So just to close out our Get Free segment, ladies, you know, understand that your worth is your worth, and have discernment on who you give your flower to. Have discernment on how quickly you give the flower to. If there's a doubt in your mind that you shouldn't bust it open, don't bust it open.
You only get one. Do not take it for granted, and learn. Self-control is so big to me. Learn how to control those urges.
But we can't, because I also want to. There are girls that do like sex. So I want to make sure.
Of course, but I'm talking about in situations that you know what I mean, that you should be holding it down, or you shouldn't be, or even as far as your health, or if you know, it's some girls that will have. Some girls be fucking on yeast infections and be tricking dudes and putting a little drop of tea tree to fake it until they leave. Like, it be all type of stuff. So what I'm saying is,
I mean, I
hold it down.
Yes, hold it down. And if I can add one more thing, is there was a great man named Aubrey Graham who said, nice for what? I understand. And I think that's the biggest part. Stop being nice to these niggas. For what? For what? Because once you bust it open, you gone. You slowly become not priority, because there is not a chase there. And then and niggas automatically quit. You fucked them one time, all of a sudden you a hoe. What, sir? No. Remember, don't be nice to these niggas. Okay.
Exactly. And just remember,
and females,
that
and
even though we do it for ourselves, sometimes we still giving it to them. So yeah, hold it down. Email us your stories. I'm so interested to hear about anybody that has went through abstinence, anybody that's thinking about it, anybody that held out, anybody that successfully did a 90-day challenge. I be talking about a month. Like, come on.
No, because remember, we dated first, and so we dated for 2 months. And then we got in a relationship that is 90 days, technically.
Right. Well, email us, CareFreeBlackGirlPodcast@gmail.com. Follow the Instagram CareFreeBlackGirl _Inc. The RSVP to the cookout June 16th, Prospect Park, is in the bio, so please RSVP. Buy a t-shirt. Come with a t-shirt on. Like, get into it. Visit the website, CareFreeBlackGirl.com. The girl is without the I. You can follow my Instagram at Daaj. If you just type in DAAJ, I should pop up. Follow at Loft Life NYC.
Ivy like blue.
Call me _REZ_. Also follow our Twitter at CFBG pod. So until next time.
Until next time, ladies.
Holla.
A lot of clapping and a standing ovation when she back that ass up like in 1999. Back that ass up like in 1999. Back that ass up like it's 1999. Baby, let me drop it for me one more time. You're working with some ass, yeah. You bad, yeah. Making niggas spend this cash, yeah. This last year, girl, you're working with some ass, yeah. You bad, yeah. Making niggas spend this cash.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world, Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.